guys, it's Abby. I was just thinking that since I have all of this time, we're having to like stay in our houses and all this stuff, I thought why would it not be a good time to get down a bunch of the books that I have on my TBR that, you know, I wouldn't normally pick up if I didn't have to, you know what I mean? Like they're things that I want to read but they're not like high up on my TBR, and that is like all of the middle grade books that I still have from like when I was in elementary school, and ones that I never got along to reading, or ones like my sister gave me, or things like that that I really want to read, or ones that I really want to reread because I thought they were really good. So I'm just going to show you which ones I want to read. So this is Mighty Miss Malone, and it's about Deza Malone. And so this is during the Great Depression, and it sets during the Great Depression, and there are very little jobs, especially for black men, is what it says in the back. And basically her father sets off to find a job, and a couple weeks after that her brother and her mother set off to go find her dad, in the process hoping to find him with work and things like that because they left after him. So it seems very interesting. I really love this cover. I think it's very pretty. Some other middle grade books that I really want to read is Because of Winn-Dixie. This is my sister's favorite book of all time. She loves this book, and I think I saw the movie like twice when I was a kid, and this is like the movie copy, so there's like pictures in it and everything. But this is her favorite book of all time. It's just, I've never read it, so I really want to read it, and it's like, I think 100 pages. 182. But like, look out how like spaced out everything is. I don't think it's gonna take me very long. But that's another thing I really want to read. Another middle grade that's my sister's is A Wrinkle in Time. She read this very quickly, and then we went and watched the movie. I was not really into reading at the time. I was like slightly in, but not really. And this is a movie cover, so there's pictures in it. I've seen the movie. Me and my sister really enjoyed it, and my brother and my other sister. This is Soul Surfer. If you haven't heard or watched the movie, you might be living under a rock. This is a book that I tried to read like 6 different times when I was in 1st grade, and it's like, I think it's like a 5th grade reading level. Like, it's not a complex book. Like I was saying, I was really obsessed with this book and the story of Bethany Hamilton, and like the story. And if you are living under a rock, and I guess I shouldn't really say that now because now that I'm thinking about it, this movie did come out when I was in, I think 1st or 2nd grade. I feel like it was 1st grade, but it came out then, and I guess if you haven't like heard about it since then, like it doesn't make a lot of, you wouldn't know about it. But basically, this is a true story. This is a biography written by Bethany Hamilton herself about her story. She was attacked by a shark and it bit off her arm, as you can see, and this is like the surfboard she was surfing on, and how she like kept surfing and persevering through that time. And she's also a Christian, and that's one of the things that I really liked and enjoyed about reading about the story itself. So I really want to read this, and now that I'm looking at it, like it looks super simple, and I don't know why I haven't read it before since I was not in elementary school. I'll start reading this one first, and I'm really excited because I haven't read this, and I'm just so excited. But I just want to check in with y'all and let y'all know that I'm halfway through. I haven't really put it down. I think I've been reading it for the amount of time that I've been reading it, like actually reading it, it's been like 3 hours, but it's been like, I want to say like 5 or 6 hours since I last talked to y'all. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna watch some stuff on my phone, like some YouTube, and take a brain break, and then I'm gonna get back to reading. And I could honestly finish this tonight if I wanted to. It's not complex or anything, but I will update y'all later. Hello everybody. So it's day 2 of quarantine. This is the 2nd day that I've been trapped inside my home. I'm kind of trapping myself inside my bedroom for now because I need to get things done. So today's Monday, so I have to actually do schoolwork and not just read, even though I would love to just sit here and read all day. But I have some schoolwork to do. I didn't finish this last night. I stopped reading at like 8 o'clock and I only had 60 pages left, so I could have finished it in about an hour and a half, if that, if I wanted to. But my brain was really hurting from reading all day and I was just like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do it. And I really wanted the story to last longer, and I'm really excited to finish this. And I was like looking into like the story last night while I was scrolling through my phone, because like that's what I do. Like for brain breaks I just look at my phone, which I don't know if necessarily it's healthy or not, but I do it. And she had they made a documentary about her and it's called Unstoppable, and apparently it came out in July of like this past summer and I had no idea. And I think that as soon as I finish this book, me and my mom are gonna rent the movie, because you can only rent it is what I can see, and we're gonna watch it because me and my mom both love her story and we're very much obsessed with it. And I'm hoping that it has a more like Christian look and more like really looking into her life and not a Hollywood expectations or whatever of her life, because after reading this I don't know how I feel about the movie, and that's really sad for me because I've been obsessed with that movie since I was like in the first grade when I first saw it. The first time I watched it, my mom bought the movie for me for Christmas, and then I was obsessed with it ever since, and it's one of my favorite movies. But maybe it'll just be one of my favorite movies that's not a true story, and then the documentary would also be one of my favorites. But I'll let y'all know when I finish this and what I think of the documentary. Me and my friends FaceTime for a little bit. By a little bit I mean like 2 hours, which was very much needed because I was really missing my friends and I really needed some people other than my parents to talk to, because you know what I mean. So I'm going to start reading this. I only have 60 pages left, so I hopefully can finish that in the next like hour or so, if that, and I'll let y'all know how it goes. So I just finished Soul Surfer. It took me about an hour to read that last 60 pages, which is really good for me in reading time. I think I have to do another writing assignment, like I said. I just have to write a page, and then I'm gonna start Because of Winn-Dixie. Okay, so like I said, I had an assignment to do and I did it, and basically we're allowed to write whatever we want as long as it's a page long. And so I started writing a story about a girl who is living in California during the epidemic of the coronavirus, and how California is currently shut down and how they can't leave their house, and her mom is making her join this like online like it's kind of like a support group, but it's like just kids on there like talking about like what they're going through and things like that. And she joins a group called My Mom's Turning Into a Karen. And I had already written a page and a half on the journal that I was on, and so I didn't want to keep writing on there when I could write it on the next journal and get credit for it instead of having so much on one and not on the other, you know what I mean? And I can't decide if I want to journal more or read, or if I want to read some more of Because of Winn-Dixie. I started reading it while my computer was loading, and so now I'm like 21 pages in. It's super easy read. So I think I might actually just write for a little bit, and then when I get tired of writing, I will just read, I guess, because I don't have anything else to do and it's only 5 o'clock and I don't have anywhere to be, so I'll keep y'all updated. Welcome to day 3 of quarantine. I have zero motivation to do any schoolwork, any form of activity. I spent about 30 minutes in my bed this morning just scrolling through Instagram and doing things that I shouldn't be doing because I need to be doing schoolwork. To get myself motivated, I put on some clothes that are not pajama pants. I was wearing like pajama pants and like leggings all yesterday, and not really having any motivation to do anything, and a big sweatshirt. And I will say that even though my outfit looks more put together today than it did yesterday, I would say it's probably even more comfy. I have on some like flowy pants, a t-shirt, and then this cardigan that my mom got me that I'm obsessed with. It's so comfy. It's like, I don't know, it's just so warm and it's so like inviting. So I'm gonna try to get this schoolwork done. I really need to work on my chemistry and my history classes because I really haven't done anything in there. And then I obviously have to read today for my reading class, and so I'll be reading Because of Winn-Dixie. I got 60 pages in, and this book is like 100 and something, and like halfway through is 96, and they put the pictures for the movie like at the page 96, so like literally halfway. So I have like that much until halfway. I don't know, I'll probably finish it today, and if I don't finish it today, it's just because I have no motivation. I'm fully capable of finishing it today without even trying. But I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then I will talk to y'all soon. Hey guys, okay, so I just finished all of my math homework. I hope she's not going to assign anything more for the rest of the week, because I just did like, I think like 5 assignments, and they weren't difficult. It was just like time consuming, and I still have things that I need to do for English. I need to read today, and then I think I'm gonna do the rest of my slides for history tomorrow, and then I haven't even looked at my chemistry stuff because I have a really hard time with chemistry. Science and me aren't friends. Although I do have a friend in science and he helps me out a bunch. Like, usually she explains it and I have no idea what she's talking about most of the time, so he like re-explains it to me, and now I don't have that friend to help me, so we're gonna see how I do on that when I have to do it tomorrow. Because I need to, tomorrow what I have to do is English and chemistry, and history and chemistry, and that's it. I literally can't do anything else. I have so much to do and it's all due on Friday. I need to read for 30 minutes, and I haven't read any of this today. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today because I don't really feel like reading a lot, and right now at the moment, like I feel like I'm only gonna do the bare minimum that I need to do for my English class, and then I'm going to try to finish and edit the video I just filmed completely by tonight. It's not very long. I think it's gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes at the most. I really hope it's not 15 minutes, but somewhere in between there. And then I might just watch from Netflix because I'm really not feeling to do anything. I think this math took a lot of energy out of me, and because I'm doing school at home, I get to decide when I do the work, so that's what we're doing. Welcome to day 4, almost of isolation in quarantine. I'm very tired. I did stay up very late last night watching the rest of the Greenhouse Academy. Very much worth it. Very much intriguing ending that I never would have expected. Has a plot twist ending that if you tell me you figured it out before then, you're lying, because there's no way. There's no way. No one would have saw this coming. If that intrigues you just alone by saying that there's a plot twist in it, you should go watch it. It's a very drama-filled show. Very intriguing. Go watch the show. It's very good. I did not read yesterday. From probably like 7 until like 2:30 in the morning, I only watched Greenhouse Academy, and I know that sounds really bad, but that's what I did. But today I have to get some schoolwork done. I need to get some chemistry done because I haven't done any of my chemistry. I need to work on my history, and I need to finish writing my journal for English because they're due every other day, and I didn't turn one in yesterday, so there's one due today. So that's what I need to do. Well, okay, so I've done some assignments. I did some history and I did some chemistry, and I thought I had turned in, like, there's like a roster thing you have to do to make sure like you're like paying attention or whatever, and I thought I turned it in like 3 days ago, and I didn't, and so I turned it in this morning, and I went to do a chemistry assignment that I needed to do, and my teacher, she's so sweet, she emailed me and she goes, "Good morning, my sweet Abby. Guess what day it is? It's chemistry day. Thank you for completing your attendance roster. I noticed that you haven't completed your chemistry assignments. This is your friendly reminder that these are due midnight this Friday. I attached some instructions to helpful hints in case you need them. I'm here if you run into any trouble." Oh, she's so sweet. I love her. I emailed her back because I did an assignment and I didn't know she saw that I did it, and I said I did an assignment, and she's like, "I see that, but keep doing it." And I was like but they're not due till Friday, and I only have 2 more I have to do, so I'm gonna do one tomorrow and then one on Friday, and then I'll be done. I did like 4 of my history assignments, finished my writing assignment for my English class, and then I need to read, and then I should be done for the day. Well, I also did a math assignment this morning. I forgot I did that. I did it because it was due tomorrow and I didn't really feel like doing it tomorrow. Hello everybody. So I just finished doing a Zoom call with my Bible study. We do a small groups after youth group, and so we were doing a Zoom call after our live stream Bible study. It's a very weird thing to say nowadays, but I guess it's our reality now. But right before the Zoom call, I actually finished Because of Winn-Dixie. It was such a cute little wholesome read. I really much enjoyed it. But yeah, and now I think I'm going to move on to my next book, which is going to be The Mighty Miss Malone, by Christopher Paul Curtis, I think is how you say his last name. I'm still like obsessed with this cover. It's super cute. I think this is going to take me a little bit longer to read than the other ones. I don't think it's going to be like a complex read or anything. So it's about like 300 pages, which is a bit more than the other 2. This one was only 184, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to start reading this. I might go watch Soul Surfer with my mom if her Bible study is done. I haven't decided yet. I might just start getting into it, start reading a little bit, and then ask my mom if she wants to watch the movie, because I'm just in like reading mood, and so why not start reading it? So I will update y'all in a little bit. Hello everybody! Welcome back. It's day 5 in quarantine. I think that's day 5. I'm really tired again. I didn't stay up really late last night, but I did wake up at like 10:30 because when my alarm went off at 10, I was still tired, so who knows? I just was tired, I guess. I think I went to bed at 12 or 1. I don't remember. Me and my mom we went downstairs. We went downstairs to watch the new Bethany Hamilton documentary movie. It was very good. Very much enjoyed it. I did read a chapter of The Mighty Miss Malone last night. I think it was like 12 pages. Don't know how much schoolwork I have today. I did a lot of it yesterday. I don't think she signed any new math homework. I really hope she didn't, because I really don't want to do it. But it's also kind of fun because it's the only ones that it's the only homework that they assign that I can like write things down with, and I'm having fun with my colors. I'm very much enjoying it. I still have 4 slides left. 3 slides? 4. 3 slides left that I need to complete for my history project, and I'm thinking I might just do the 3 today so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Hello everybody. I'm tired. I stayed up till 1:30, which isn't terrible, but I shouldn't have, and now I'm really tired. But the majority of things that I was thinking about was that I'm not gonna have anything to do today. I have one chemistry assignment due today, and then I have to read, and that's all I have to do. And I'm okay with that. I really don't want to do this chemistry assignment, and I really want to read this book so I can finish. Hello everybody. I did not film a lot yesterday. I was really just tired of doing work and things like that, so I really didn't do much. Spent some time with my family, and we watched a movie. We watched I Still Believe, and it's a new movie about Jeremy Camp, who is a really famous Christian artist, and I really quite enjoyed the movie. I did cry like a little baby, but are we surprised? No, I cry like a baby in pretty much any film like that, so that was really enjoyable for me and my parents to watch and just like have a break from this crazy world. But I think that I'm going to end this vlog today on Saturday because I really am wanting to get into some more contemporary YA. So I'm going to talk about the books that I did finish. I finished 2 out of the 4 middle grade books that I really wanted to get through this week. I finished Because of Winn-Dixie and Soul Surfer. I did start My Name is Malone, but I was kind of just like burnt out with the, I don't know, I was just a little burnt out from reading and I just didn't really get to it, and now I'm not really into reading in like historical periods at the moment. Like I do have a lot of historical period, like famous historical period books, and I really enjoy doing these like themed reading weeks of like reading middle grades and reading contemporary YA and things like that. So I think that I'm going to do one in the future sometime soon, a famous historical period book reads, and this will probably be the first one I pick up. But I did not finish this. I got 228 pages in, but it was very interesting. I just am not interested in it at the moment, so I didn't get to that. I finished Because of Winn-Dixie. This is a really super cute read, and it wasn't like complex or anything, and like I personally would say that like the plot wasn't very like, it was very like entertaining and very interesting, but there was no like problem or like something like interesting like that. There was like a problem for like 15 pages at the end, and that was it. But even, I'm not one of those people that there has to be like this big problem and this really big outcome to make it a good story for me. But it was very entertaining. Would recommend if you want to go back and read some middle grade books from your childhood. So I would definitely recommend picking this up. Soul Surfer. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this was a story that was always very intriguing to me. I tried to read this book a lot when I was really little and not old enough to read it, and I really enjoyed the movie. And I will say that after reading this, I'm kind of disappointed with what the movie was. She talks about in here, she says, but I'm looking forward to the surfing scenes, which I will do, and I have faith that it will be a true movie conveying my faith. And that's something that I didn't really feel like they touched a lot about. Like they mentioned it, but it wasn't like the whole thing. And she talks about her faith so much in this book, and that's just like what really upset me, is they just didn't really talk about it a lot in the movie. They talked about it sometimes, and they talked about church, and it wasn't like they shied away from it, but it wasn't like they made it a big point of it being in her life. When you read the story, you really get to see how much of a Christian impact it made in her life. And she said that I would not be here if it hadn't been for God. And they don't really convey that in the movie, but I still really enjoy the movie, and I really enjoy the story. I did watch her new documentary called Unstoppable. It was very interesting and very good to see how much she has come from when she wrote this and now with her life now. But yeah, I finished 2 out of the 4 books, and I think that's good, seeing as this was a very much adjustment week for me, starting to do school from home, which I will be doing for the next forever. Literally, it feels like forever, but at the moment it's not for forever. At the moment I still have 4 more weeks of school left at the end of the school year that I will be doing. Currently they haven't postponed it to the end, but that all being said, I will see y'all later.